In a brief media interaction on the sidelines of the campaign trail, the Democratic Party presidential candidate Norbert Mao says he's running a fleet of 5 vehicles, decrying the cost of maintaining the fuel guzzlers, which he said has drained his pockets.
These vehicles, they consume on average about 2 million shillings per day just to fuel. So that means, plus repairs and so on, you talk about 100 million.
However, many say the four-wheel drive vehicles are inevitable in most upcountry outspots. The development comes days after the Forum for Democratic Change camp spent several hours of Monday stranded at impassable section of the road connecting Kwanya, Kole and Apache districts in northern Uganda.
And assure the general public and the country that we are moving on. We are not crying about the resources. We shall try up to the end.
But no one seems more overwhelmed than the DP camp, who started the campaign late and are now hoping to last the length of the campaign.
We need to maintain our team. The team has got to be catered for. So we thought the so-called scientific campaigns would be cheaper.
Former contender Professor Venansius Baryamureeba says the minimum one requires to run a presidential campaign is 100 billion shillings. However, Baryamureeba, who lost the 2016 campaigns, believes the incumbent will spend over 1 trillion shillings.
Now for the other candidates, they don't need that much. They need like 10% of that. They need about 100 billion shillings. Why they need 100 billion shillings? That because Prime 7 is an incumbent, he has a lot of redundancies. Most of his money does not reach the way it's supposed to reach. It doesn't reach the people. He will give like maybe a certain group, let's say 10 billion shillings. Less than 1 billion will reach where it's supposed to reach.
The resources are channeled into a fleet of at least 2 vehicles, campaign posters, purchase of customized t-shirts, public address system, media, and the facilitation for both national and local campaign agents.
A serious presidential candidate want to win. You cannot go to a community alone. You need to come with people from outside the community. You need to find people within the community. Now that team you are moving with, it requires facilitation.
However, he is surprised that except for the NRM, the other presidential candidates are yet to take advantage of the media in this campaign season on account of the cost of using it.
In the last campaign, you would pay between 300 and 600,000. Now the lowest you will be asked for is 1 million shillings.
A report by Alliance for Campaign Finance Monitoring projected that this year's candidates would spend twice the resources in the campaigns for the 2016 campaigns. In the just-ended period, the NRM is thought to have spent the most at over 700 billion shillings. Established political parties derive their income from the allocated budget by government. Of the 15 billion shillings released to parties by the Electoral Commission, NRM took the lion's share at 12 billion shillings, followed by FDC at 1.5 billion, Democratic Party 600 million, Uganda People's Congress 300 million shillings, and Justice Forum with 1 MP 41 million shillings. Professor Baryamureeba says for the parties to build financial muscle, all members must make contribution and have the parties involved in business like selling party paraphernalia. Jackson Onyango, NTV.